What is up? Okay, so GameStop. Um, you see the price that it's at, right? Now I said 31, was kind of where my bottom was. And I said I'd make a video, if I needed to for if it goes to like 29, 28, pretty much where it's at. Honestly, the only reason why I said it is because 29, 28, chart wise, I'm bring this up. So if you don't want to hear it, fine. Around the 31, the 27 to 31 range is like, it's like your last support, right? Before we hit the pretty much, you fill a gap. Okay, so if it crosses that, there's a better often chance than none that it could like keep going down, which is fine. I mean, if it does happen, if it does do that, then what I would do, because I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'd be like, if you have options. Speaking of which, I think I'm straight shares from now on. I think that's the best way to play these. I mean, you can, but I don't want to talk about options just because I don't know. Like some people make things sound really easy, and there's a lot more risk in options. So gotta be aware of that. I would definitely have whatever it is majority shares, and then if you have some for that, I'm just saying what I do. That's what I do. So anyway, back to it. GameStop. Anyway, that range that it's in is fine. I mean, it still lines up with everything. I'm thinking that we get a bump tomorrow. If we don't get a bump tomorrow, chop. If it goes lower, then I relocate. Not relocate, but I started selling something. Reduce your exposure is what I'm gonna do. Okay, if that does happen, then you just come back when you got a good setup. That's how you trade. Um. So yeah, that's what I'll do. But I still think that it's gonna pop back up. I mean, it didn't really drop lower than that. It kind of bottomed out, right? It literally consolidated down there pretty much for the whole day, and then at the end we get that little kick up like that. Hopefully that keeps going. That'd be sweet. Anyway, to set us up for the move for Friday. Now on to better things. So I know I told y'all about. Do you remember? We are talking about like if there's somebody in there. We know there's market makers, right? And market makers, people can pin the prices. You already know that stuff. So when the options came out, like we said, okay, they used that to get the price down. Okay, so now what? Now you got all these options that you didn't have before. That the premiums are now low in them, and it's more affordable for people to make more money, load up, whatever. Now, when I say for people, remember I'm talking mainly about big funds, okay? Because that's who's moving the prices of these equities. I don't care what anybody says. Crypto is a little different. Um, yeah, it's a little different, but it's not the same. So, and that's exactly what happened, right? So you now have, I know it was Citadel for one of them, and then I did see a couple other things for big funds that bought more, reduce their short slash put exposure, right? And then also simultaneously, they bought more calls. Okay, so the people that allegedly can pin the price of the stock, but they're for sure the market makers, right? Um, bought more calls, reduced their put exposure, and bought more calls for what they're thinking is going to happen with the stock, which is go up because I mean they're trying to make money. That's what you do. So that's what you got over there. So that did come out. That did come positive. So the conspiracy proves itself even more. Okay, so now on to oh, we were talking about who in their right mind would be like the people to come back and short this thing again, or even just like mess with it at all to get the same type of move as last time. Well, funny thing is, it's the same one of right. That was short last time. Okay, right before it went crazy, and it was Citron Research. It's that Andrew Left guy. I'm pretty sure. Um, so he's in there again. So that's cool. Yeah. So price action of GME, not worried. I mean, I'm reactive to everything, so there's always a process to it. Okay. Um, the conspiracy grows, right? anything creepy happens or something like that, something I think I need to come and say something, I'll pop up. But for now, that's it. I think it's sitting pretty good. So we'll see what happens.